When I was 26, I was broke and working as a dishwasher in a fancy restaurant. An old homeless man with a long beard would always stand outside the window of the restaurant. He would stare at the nice piece of steak. I could tell that he was shivering in hunger. My nasty manager would command me to tell the homeless man to get lost. I would secretly take a piece of leftover steak and ask the homeless man to a corner where the both of us would share it. We became good friends by sharing leftover steak daily. He told me that his dream was to be able to afford a proper meal in the restaurant one day. One day, the homeless man didn't come for a few weeks. As I was working in the restaurant, a rich and well-dressed man walked into the restaurant. It turned out to be the homeless man. He finally succeeded and came back a rich man. This time, he didn't come back to buy a steak, but he came back and he bought the restaurant. And guess what? He fired the manager. I was curious how he became so rich so quickly. He told me that he found an odd-looking bracelet that changed his life and helped him gain a fortune. He said that after a lot of research, he finally found the seller of this odd-looking bracelet in some remote town. And he bought me one odd-looking bracelet to thank me for all the leftover steaks that I'd given him. As I put on the odd-looking bracelet, a strange electrical sensation shot through my body. I couldn't explain the exact feeling of it, but I felt positive and powerful. And it also looked good on me, and so I decided just to wear it and see what happens. Just a few days later, as I was walking along the streets, I found a lottery ticket that turns out to be a winning ticket. Several weeks later, I used the money from the lottery ticket to start a small business. A few months later, my business grew, and I'm now well paid enough to buy a nice house in the neighborhood for myself. It has always been my dream to travel, and I was finally able to travel around the world in business class flights and 5-star hotel suites. While touring Europe, I was robbed and lost my odd-looking bracelet, and things seemed to change after that. I received a call that my business had to close down and I lost everything. Just several days later, I also lost most of my remaining money when my bank account was being hacked. In just 1 week, I went from living the life of my dreams to a nightmare. All these misfortunes sank me into a deep state of depression. I began to drink every day and just waste my life away. Just as all hope seemed to be lost, I remembered that the homeless man knows where to buy the odd-looking bracelet. At that moment, remembering about the bracelet that I lost, I began to have hope again. He told me where he got it, and I ordered one, and I had it sent to me. I also did some research on the odd-looking bracelet, and I learned that the bracelet is actually based on the concept of Feng Shui. According to Wikipedia, Feng Shui is a pseudoscience originating from China. It claims to use energy forces to harmonize individuals with their surrounding environment. The art of Feng Shui is used to optimize abundance and prosperity of every kind, wealth, health, relationships, and career success. I learned that many famous people and companies in the world use Feng Shui too. My odd-looking bracelet arrived in several days, and I excitedly put it on. It must have been weird to behave that way, but during that time, I was desperate. Sure enough, through some unexplainable energy forces, I found opportunity in my life again. The homeless man approached me to start a business together, and our business took off in just weeks. Life was good again for me, and this time, I even found the love of my life. I never expected to find love at this age. The bracelet that I had is the Feng Shui Black Obsidian Bracelet. Each bracelet is carefully handmade and had to go through rituals that bless the bracelet with good energy. By combining the lucky Asian beast Pishu with the natural stone Black Obsidian, it enhances the flow of positive energy greatly, especially in the area of wealth. The Pishu element helps to attract, while the Black Obsidian is responsible for the keeping and safeguarding. I will now teach you how to wear it properly. First, you need to wear the bracelet on your dominant hand, the hand you use to write. You also need to make sure that the head of Pishu is outward so as to draw energy from all directions. Before and while wearing it, you also need to remember to touch it frequently. This lets it know that you are the master and it should assist you. Do not allow others to touch it. If If someone else touches it, cleanse it with water. Do not wear it while bathing, as it is incompatible with the dirty things. Besides the points mentioned, all you need to do is to wear it and let it do its magic. Besides me, the bracelet has been the saving grace for so many people. One shared how it stopped the illness that has been bothering her since she was a baby. Another finally got the job promotion that he always wanted. Another man told me how he overcame depression and regained his self-confidence. I just wish someone had told me about this sooner. I could have used it to escape from my life of poverty earlier and enjoy the better things in life. By just wearing the bracelet, I correct my imbalances of energy and start to enjoy life when everything just goes my way. It can all be achieved by wearing a simple Feng Shui bracelet, and it can work for you too. You have nothing to lose except all your bad energy, bad luck, and misfortunes. Click on the Shop Now button to get yours and experience a more abundant life today.